Hello, and welcome back to Bnei Noach Academy, Thoughts in the Torah. Please remember to hit the like button, to subscribe, and most importantly, to share this insight and inspiration with friends and family. So if you look at Genesis, chapter 43, verse 34, it tells us how when Joseph finally meets up with all his brothers. Remember, Benjamin is there, the younger one, whom the father would gravely miss if, God forbid, anything happened to him, and for whom Judah had to take out a guarantee, both in this world and in the world to come, that he will bring him back home safely. And now, amazingly, this king, this viceroy, he gives gifts to all of them. However, he gives more to Benjamin. That's what the verse tells us. And then it says they drank and they even became intoxicated with him. Now, why is it important for us to know that they drank, that they became intoxicated? What is the point of it? What is the value of us knowing that? What happened here? Well, the sages tell us that from the moment they sold Joseph as a slave came the absolute regret. And from that moment on, for 22 years, they did not consume any wine. Wine is a symbol of celebration. They couldn't celebrate. Wine is something that you use to toast, to celebrate. They couldn't do that. They realized the severity of what happened. They couldn't undo it. But they kind of took almost like a solemn oath without actually overtly taking the oath that they will not drink any wine. And they didn't drink any wine. But this is the first time that they did. This is the first time in 22 years that they consumed wine and somewhat became intoxicated, and therefore in a celebrative mood together with him. Now, question is, they didn't know that this is Joseph. They had no clue yet. We're not at that part of the story yet. That part of the narrative is not going to happen for a while, not a few chapters. How come they drank? What changed? What switched that suddenly they went ahead and drank and broke that oath? The answer is the beginning of the verse. You see, what was the reason why they sold Joseph? It was the jealousy. That created the animosity. Because it seemed that he got more from his dad, from their dad. There was somewhat of an exclusivity in the attention that was given to him over all the other brothers. And therefore, they took this oath on themselves that they're not going to drink any wine until the situation changes. True, they don't have Joseph back, but they just realized that they have changed. The root of the problem has changed. Maybe the symptom of it has not yet come around, but the root, the problem, has resolved itself. When they were able to sit there and witness their youngest brother, Joseph's brother, getting exclusive treatment, receiving more than them, and yet it didn't bring up any feelings of jealousy in them, they knew that they were healed from that problem. And at that moment, when wine was offered to them, they were ready to consume it, because their oath was that until they have remedied themselves from this and rid themselves from this illness, from this problem of jealousy, of competition, they're not going to consume any wine. They're not going to celebrate at all in any way. Now that they were rid of it, now they can celebrate. Of course, it's part of human nature to see something that someone else has. And I guess the instinctive reaction being typically for most people, some sense, a tinge of jealousy, or what if I had that? Why not me? Why him? Why her? But the truth is, we learn from the story how much we have to work on ourselves. And we could work on ourselves. And therefore, we should work on ourselves to refine ourselves, refine our character traits, refine ourselves to the point that when we see someone else have something more than we have, that we should actually be happy for them. Not only we don't be jealous, not only we don't feel that sense of competition and jealousy, but moreover, that we should be happy for them. And at the end of the day, as happened here, that brings the ultimate happiness for everyone.